arrival, man. It's been a tough week.
Yep.
Very tough week. Let's see. Are we live yet?
Yeah, we are.
No. We're powered by the cloud, bro.
That's right, baby.
We're live.
Well, how many people you think is gonna be in this this chat? Because Crackdown.
I think this is gonna be our most watched episode in months.
Nah. We should probably. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 something on Wednesday. We'll probably, if you guys all hit like, we'll probably get 110 people. If everybody hit like,
I'm thinking the 200s.
I don't think so.
Oh, smooth. You know that gonna hit that.
Crackdown shit ain't played out yet. Everybody's still jerking their dicks off to it.
Bro, people are still beating this dead horse. I'm sick of it.
Hey, well, the thing is, here's the thing, right?
People go big for that.
It's that I stick and I will continue to stand by my guns on how I feel about this whole situation. Like, I would never look at a lot of these reviewers sites the same, and some of these YouTuber sites, these fucking brown nose and fucking egghead ass YouTubers. Like, again,
was that towards Black Bond?
Black Bond is long chin. Like,
long chin, facts.
Yeah,
the yellow
chin.
dummy.
The Bond's a creep. I'm sorry. The only reason why I haven't blocked Bond yet is because we share a weapon wheel chat, and every time I used to get blocked by like Hard 8, I couldn't get into the DM.
You're pretty much not allowed to block each other.
So we really can't block each other. So it's just whatever. But he's getting on my damn nerves because it's like, I don't know what he gets out of like this Crackdown thing, but I feel like this is
clearly he got $60. So
he didn't get $60 from me.
Oh shit! You ain't paid him.
I'm not paying him, and I don't care about honor or like being.
They're gonna take it out of your Patreon,
and I'm gonna take it back somehow.
I asked him on Weapon Wheel, and he was under the impression you were paying him.
Oh, he thinks no, because I paid him every other bet, but I'm not paying him this bet because you could blame if Crackdown would have got fairly viewed. If Crackdown would have scored a 79, 78, I would have paid him happily. But because they want to do some fuck shit, he's not getting paid.
Oh God.
He's gonna earn that money with the Gears of War.
Hey,
what happened when you claimed his video?
I didn't claim his video.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I made a threat to claim his video, but all these fucking egghead motherfuckers want to come in like, that's who he wants to false flag and all this other bullshit. And try to
YouTube changed their policies about that shit this week.
Yeah.
So is it harder or easier to do it?
It's harder.
It's harder to do, and like if it's false, like it happen.
If I wanted to, if I was that big of a jackass, I could.
He could claim it, and he wouldn't have any fight. Bond literally just ripped up part of his stream. There was no fair use to it because
there was no fair use.
You have to actually do something yourself with it. You can't just re-upload other people's stuff and expect to go into fair use.
So everybody that's going to that video, which is clearly me playing Crackdown and raging,
it's got like 40,000
I need some monetization, please. Like I deserve that ad revenue.
Hey, you know what? That ad revenue was the $60 that you owe him. Boom.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, he can either accept that.
There you go.
Because I did say that to him. I was like, hey, you made the $60. You'll make that $60 on that damn video. So, I can do this technically the same thing to fucking Addict.
Yeah, but you made a new bet with him about Gears of War.
Here we go.
Gears of War. I mean, it's whatever. Like Gears. I don't mind that. I don't mind Crackdown.
The difference is there. First off, I was in the stream. I'm the one that made the stream lit.
Not for nothing, but at least Bond changed the bet from 92 to 90 because I think that's achievable.
What, 90 Gears? Yeah,
I think 90 is achievable. I think 92 is a stretch.
Yeah. You know, it depends on how I'm feeling. If the rest of the week, if the next 2 weeks goes well for me, he may get Devil May Cry 5 from me. But, as of right now, 2 weeks. As of right now, I'm still in my mood, and once that wear off, I'll be fine. But no, it's been wearing off a little bit. Every day I've been playing a little bit of Crackdown, and I can't lie. I cannot tell a lie. I've been honestly enjoying the game. It's like I play it and I'm like, I ask myself, what is the big deal? What makes this game horrible? And it's just whatever. It's now it's just kind of just stupid. So now I just sit back and watch all these little freaking privileged ass fucking butt munches. Like pretty much just enjoy that they get to, I guess they found some sense of justification, some sense of validation to call a game trash. So it's whatever. I mean, it to me, I think it's pretty awesome. I can't wait to finish it and put up my clear, concise opinions on it after everything's said and done. But until then, I'm gonna watch everybody still attempt to make money off Crackdown. But speaking of that, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 75 of Planet Xbox Podcast. We got the whole team here. That includes the best spot, me, Merc 305. What's up?
What up? What up? We're back. Another one. 75 episodes in, you said?
25, yep.
All right, man. 75 gonna be lit. I'm making that prediction.
We got the troll gaming addict.
How am I a troll?
Because I thought you were honestly coming into the Crackdown stream to like play with me.
I did help you.
No. He body slammed your car with you in it into like a wall.
That
and
helps.
he watched me take 15 minutes to go up a tower just for him to shoot me fucking off of it.
That was like that was a legit accident.
Oh, that's funny.
Meds.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Looking forward to this tonight. We're gonna get to roasting you, bro. So
Roasting me?
yeah,
How? We'll get to that.
we'll get to that.
Grinds my gears.
Yo, it's grinds my gears. I'm ready. Episode 75. I'm not roasting anybody.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about. You know, we got Scalebound rumors. We have Crackdown 3 hasn't died yet, and we have Mike Ybarra, you know, giving out smoke, and everybody want to give him the smoke back. So,
All right, I'm not
I got
gonna
smoke for him too.
Hold
I
on,
got
hold on.
smoke
I
for
gotta
him too.
just
shit.
someone in the comment section.
yeah,
I'm not going to even try to pronounce that name because I know I'm going to butcher it. Hamana or Yajenara, I don't know, like whatever it's pronounced. I don't block people because they have a different viewpoint than mine. I put them in timeout. There's a different story.
what I was about to say. I just block people for just saying the wrong thing at the wrong time. It doesn't even have to be personal.
Did you guys
Wait, Smooth, you
catch
block
that Smooth
people?
said multiple
I block.
times?
Yeah, I first was against blocking, but then after a while, I just said fuck it. You know, I'm not against it. You can buy yourself out of being blocked, so it's fine.
Facts. $5, people hit up. Smooth in the
$5,
DM.
you'll be pardoned for life. Just ask.
The next one he won't blast by accident. I promise.
And it's for life, so you could get unblocked and then just shit on Smooth forever now.
No, but then when you get unblocked, Smooth shows that to the world, and then everybody trolls the shit out of you.
It's a
Just
trump
lose
card.
all
isn't
your
it?
I
shit.
legit,
God.
like, you know, I don't agree with 88% of the stuff Mel and Matt says, but I felt bad for him.
Why you so
I
bad?
know, man. It was like disgraceful.
Hey,
I don't understand. Like Mike, there was no intentions to like. It wasn't supposed to be an embarrassing moment. It was just like, yo, like I thought it was a celebratory moment. Like, yo, somebody actually, you know,
Yeah, for you.
hey, I heard he didn't attend his podcast this Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Oh man,
Like he called out sick or he couldn't make it. I don't know, something like that. I don't listen to that podcast.
No,
I
you
told
better
him,
refund him his $5.
I'm not refunding nobody's shit.
facts.
All the shit
Okay,
I have to go
ruined his
through.
ego.
Hey, but I
Oh,
just want to
shit.
know who's the real winner. Kid that got the $5 or Mel and Mac that he's immune to being blocked for the rest of his life.
And forever disgraced.
I don't have to like, you know, here's the thing, right? I thought when it first happened, you got to think about it. Like I was in the midst of blocking 6 people. It was literally right after I tweeted that I blocked 6 people in 16 minutes. I was, I thought after I blocked the last person, I got a PayPal alert. So I immediately thought it was the last person I just blocked or one of those people that I just blocked. And then when I seen that it was Melon, I thought I didn't post about it immediately because I was like, oh, he's trolling me. He's gonna pull a refund card thing. Because I remember that happened to Hard 8 once. Like somebody don't money to his PayPal and they pulled the money right back out or some shit like that. So I was like, you know what? And then, but then I read the message that I'm blocked. I was like, okay. And so I was like, so I got a little bit excited. So I screen capped it and I posted like, yo, it's working. So but yeah, it wasn't like nothing to expose them. And I told him like, yo, I didn't mean to actually try to expose you, but I was just excited somebody actually.
You know what's funny? The same people making fun of that man for paying you $5 are the same people in this chat every week saying, "Unblock me on Twitter, kid."
It's $5. And PayPal,
super chats to talk shit.
$5 in the walk of shame.
Super chats don't work. I know. Super chats because Twitter's a different platform. So
you made Mel and Matt do the walk of shame down the hallway.
Hey, you're gonna have to set a maturity date for the unblock, though, right? You pay $5, you get like a year of being able to troll or something like that, or it's unlimited.
He said lifetime.
No, I'll unblock you and
then mute you.
After that, you know what I mean. I'll deal with that. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't like. I know how to get around things without having to actually block people. So, but yeah, shout out to Mel and Matt. Hopefully, people just leave them alone for the bullshit. But hey, it is what it is. I mean, I don't feel like I have to refund them. I mean, like, you know what I mean. Jerry would refund, but kids move on. I'm sorry.
Nah, exactly.
Poor guy.
So, all right, guys. So let's talk about it. Crackdown's been out for almost a week. Our last podcast was titled. You know what's crazy? What was our last podcast titled last week?
Let's see.
Something about Crackdown 3.
Crackdown slammed in reviews or something like that.
No, it had a particular title.
Oh, let's see.
Let's see.
Crackdown 3 approaches Judgment Day.
Yes. Crackdown 3 approaches Judgment Day. So it was a podcast where I could mentally prepare myself that, hey, this game could potentially, get baked. But I didn't, like I said, I was still surprised because I didn't anticipate a 60 or 59 or 61. I honestly anticipated somewhere in between 68 to a 72, but I was praying for an 80, so I could be validated, but it didn't quite happen. So the fact that it's quote unquote the worst game on Xbox outside of Kinect games, it still doesn't sit well for me. It really doesn't sit well with me. So we all got to play it, I'm assuming, like the final version, the retail version. Yeah. And I'm just going to ask you guys one by one your thoughts and how do you rank the game compared to its Metacritic score. We're going to start with I want to start with somebody that's even killed. I can don't have to hurry up and get irritated quickly. So we're gonna start with Merc.
All right, so the game's obviously now at 59, right?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's at 50. It did because it was at 60, and then Black Bond was trolling me last week because it dropped to 59 while we were on the show.
Yeah, now it's back up to 60 according
it's
right
back up
now.
To 60. All right,
yeah,
great.
It's 60. It's 60.
So it's back up to 60.
58 on PC.
I don't believe the game merits the score. Now, I'm not saying it's any type of masterpiece or that it's an 80 or anything like that, but I think the game is better than advertised. I think it's a fun game. I think it's okay. As far as the single player, let's not get into the multiplayer. The multiplayer is a whole other thing that I don't like the multiplayer at all.
No, it's a full game, man. You have to rate it all.
But as far as the single player is fun. It's okay. It's not a gem by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, it's not a 60 though.
Yeah, it's not 60. So where do you think truly if trying to be objective and fair and just assuming that these meta scores did not exist, what after playing the game for yourself, what would you put that score at?
I think what I said last week on the show is probably where I will put the game at, probably at a 68. I think that would probably be fair, to be completely honest. I don't think the game is, like I said, is not anything special or out of this world. But a 60, a 59, I mean, honestly speaking, I mean, we're talking about at that point almost like a broken game, and it's really not that, to be honest.
All right, we're gonna start with I'm gonna listen to Meds.
Okay, well, firstly, you have to know what the number system means to you, right? Because to me, a 7 means it's still good, right? And a 6 means passable. like not trash, but not also good either. I played Crackdown 3 a little bit, not too much, honestly, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I played half an hour and I uninstalled it because the game. I said it on Twitter. Like, it's not that it's a bad game. It's just that there's so much other stuff to play that's better that I just don't feel like I should be spending time on this particular game. But
only February, bro.
The little that my backlog's like 1,000+ games.
Oh my god, you wouldn't.
But
I hate when people bring up the backlog. Like, you ain't never going to this backlog.
I play a lot of these games,
man.
bro. I just played the entire Gears series last month. Like, I'm gonna play these games, but anyway, yeah, man. I would give it like a 6.5, honestly, because like the multiplayer I think is not passable at all. I think it's terrible, but I think the campaign is solid. Like, and I don't mean solid like an 8 or 9, but like a 7. So you give the campaign a 7, the multiplayer like a 5. Give it a nice round 65 in the end.
All right, I can side with that.
I'm gonna go with grinds my gears.
Jesus, my God! Like, I'm not even.
Don't sound too disappointed.
Oh, it's an amazing game. This is the serious take on Crackdown. I played it almost to the end of the campaign. I have 2 bosses left. I played the multiplayer, not too much of it, but this is what it is. Crackdown is a competent game. It has baseline, basically collecting the orbs, Crackdown style. It's fun, but it is lacking in mission variety, in build up to boss fights. The boss fights suck, and they're broken. Actually, I killed one boss just standing in the corner, just hitting the trigger because he couldn't hit me. And it wasn't like a break in the game or anything. I just went up to a loot box, and I just went up there to for my ammo and just shooting the guy. Broken. And I saw a BG get killed the same guy just going around in a circle. So it's the shell of a game, and I would give the campaign though is light years better than the multiplayer. So the campaign, I would say it's very bare bones, open world, and I would give the campaign a 6.65, but then the multiplayer, that's a disaster. I give that a 55. So I would give the game a 6, or that's what I would give it, a 6. And again, it's not a broken game. I would say a 50, a 40, even a 30, like those kind of things. That's like stay away from it. But this game, it's not a $60 game. And that's the biggest thing. It's not a $60 game. And it shouldn't have a Game Pass score. Like, oh, well, it's in Game Pass, so then it should be a 75. No, it is a $60 retail game. And it could be rented. I mean, on Game Pass.
I personally feel like there's very few games that come on the market that is $60 worth. Like, very few.
Really? So you think that we shouldn't rate them based on their retail price?
I think you should rate them based on what is fair to pay for them, not if it's a $60 title.
I don't think you should factor price in it at all.
Well, price has a lot of, like, I think if Crackdown was a $30 game, it would have been received much differently than as
but the thing is, if most of the people that are trying this game out is on Game Pass, then why are you factoring price?
Then we got to do Game Pass reviews then.
Well, no, but say if price is such a big factor in the price, it's like, well, technically,
look at State of K2. It was a $30 game, right? And we just said, what is it? AAA, AA. What was it? But it was received differently because it was a $30
so
game.
It was 8 points better because it was $30 instead of 60.
It's a different type of. I'm saying it's a different. They think that you believe this is a $60 game. Like, this is.
I'm not saying that if I believe it's a $60 game or not. I don't think that should.
Because it's in Game Pass, it should get a higher score because it's a better game because it could be purchased for cheap. That's what we're saying.
Addict, what are your?
I'm talking about value. When you do a review, I'm not doing a review for number scores. My recommendation is if you should go out and buy the game. That's what half the reviews are. That's what they are.
That's what I said. Like, if you think that game is worth 60, then you value it at 60. Personally, I think this is valued around $20 to $30. Like, I'm not going to
say $20 to $30. Addict in Best Buy and GameStop. It's not.
I'm not saying. I said I personally, Gaming Addict, value this game at a $20 to $30 price range.
Okay, so you made the price of it, but I'm saying it's not that price though.
But we're not talking about that. All I said
That's the reality of the situation.
But that's cool and all. That's awesome. Do you think Jump Force is a $60 game? Hell no. There's plenty of games that come out that is nowhere close to $60. That's why I price them all where I think they're worth.
All right, that's your reviews.
All right, so Addict, your review versus the meta.
Well, at the end of the day, I think it's fair where it is on Metacritic score. I think people that are saying this is like I think people that are giving like the 3, 4, and 5 range, maybe a little less than the 5. I don't understand the 5, but 3 and 4, that's ridiculous. There are some people giving it those low scores too. And I'm just like, these are the same people. I mean, at the end of the day, Metacritic scores, I'm going to like fall way back on them now because the Kingdom Hearts, I literally read a review on Kingdom Hearts, quote for quote, said, "This game was amazing, but since I didn't play none of the previous installments, I was confused through the entire game," and he gave it a 6 out of 10. So I'm like, okay, why don't you go to any trilogy, and then why don't you go ahead and play the third one and see if you understand what's going on? The media outlet that gave him that game need to be slapped. Because it's like you literally gave someone that wouldn't have known anything, but you let them review it. It's an issue. I'm sorry. There's way too many incidences where people will give someone to review a game. I understand if you want to take it the direction, is it easy to newcomers? But at the end of the day, you can't objectively review something if you don't know the history of what that game came from. Like try going playing BioShock Infinite, like starting on the third one, the Mass Effects. Go into 3. Don't play 1 and 2. Are you going to enjoy that game more than someone that would have played 1 and 2? Like you see that a lot going in here. Like I bet you if you go back into these people that's been reviewing that Crackdown, probably most of them say they ain't never played Crackdown 1 and 2. It's like at the end of the day, it is what you want it. I think this game is, a 6.5 out of 10. I think it's worth around the $20 to $30 range. I think it is, something worthy of being in Game Pass. But what does that really mean to you?
I'm gonna tell you this,
Game Pass fine.
All you guys really sound fucking depressing, and I disagree with all of you, which obviously I disagree with most of the reception of this fucking game. Yes, absolutely.
When it comes to the 60, it's not worth $60. Anyone that pays it,
I mean, I'm not going to tell you if it's worth $60 or not. That's not. I mean,
not worth $60.
I mean, half the games that like
I think $20 to $30. That's a sweet price range. It's about 10 to 15 hours of fun.
If Microsoft knew the content that they were putting into this game, they should have priced it as such. Because this game is lackluster.
Shit like that.
Jez, did you pay $60 for this game?
No, I didn't. I used my 14-day fucking trial of Game Pass. I don't give them shit.
Do you know who paid $60 for this game?
Probably people that know about Game Pass, and probably people that just walk into a store and buy a game.
But that's with 90%
of everybody.
That is literally with every game that comes out. Overwatch is just a multiplayer $60.
It has more content than Crackdown. Trust me. Like that has more content and story than Crackdown.
No, actually it doesn't. But
it doesn't really.
No. So apparently, one, I don't believe it's a 5. I don't believe it's a 6. I find the multiplayer quite fun. But since we're not judging games on fun factor anymore, to a lot of you experts out there, so fun isn't a factor anymore. So I guess if it's not fun, it has to be something. But
I literally saw people on Twitter saying, I mean, you can't just say it's fun and enjoy playing it. There's got to be more.
You playing video games?
I can't enjoy a game. I can't have fun. Like, is that the whole point of entertainment?
Here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you.
You're right. It is fun because you know what? Fun is important. So why we talk resolution and all that other bullshit?
No one's talked about that on this.
Well, that's what Xbox hasn't tell us. Resolution. It's about fun, right, Phil?
Yeah, but we're talking about Crackdown. Hold on. Let me get my thoughts on here. Resolution. Let me get my thoughts together. All right. I find a multiplayer. No, is the multiplayer highly competitive? No. Is the multiplayer going to last you years and years to come? No. But it's fun. It works. It's there. I mean, I don't think it's like this, like don't touch. I think everybody should try it. And if you're going to play this game, it's like, why not give it a shot? I feel like if you go in there and once they add this party system, it's going to be even better. I feel like that is a nice freaking Saturday night stream like type fun. The multiplayer that they got in there. I mean, like I said, it's not the greatest. I mean, I played better.
Them not having what really hurt that is them not having any kind of invite system. Like I said in my review, there was little things they could have done to improve the quality of that multiplayer drastically. I feel like they should have had, some kind of weapon placement thing going on where you fight for weapons on the map.
There's no progression. There's no unlock.
It's not a fucking Destiny.
The geometry, the textures of the particles falling off of the building. You can't really destruct the whole building.
And they don't affect. Yeah, they don't hurt you.
I hate the fact of. I mean, all right, I'm gonna sound how I'm gonna sound, but the fact that it's at 30 frames on the Xbox One X, I don't know.
This discount like almost every game.
Yeah, and we do.
So, and then as far as the campaign, like I said, it's not broken.
A lot better.
It's something. It's fun. I haven't grown tired or bored of it. It's been keeping me busy. It's something to do. But like personally, where I see the game at now, I mean, this has no bearing on my review whenever I put it out. That's actually when I finish the game and actually sit down and truly think about it. But right now, I would say I'm somewhere at like a 75 overall. That's where I'm at with the game. I've played worse games in Crackdown that are currently ranked higher than Crackdown, and I've played better games than Crackdown that are ranked no, because nothing's ranked lower than Crackdown right now. So
it's like I said, when it comes to Metacritic, these are the same people that review Dying Light where it's at. I mean, there's so many games that is critically destroyed, but it sells well because of word of mouth.
Yeah, but did you see the reviewers? Like, even if you say people not on Metacritic, but if you just watch YouTubers and watch other means of people showing this game, they're not saying that this game is a gem.
Hold on, let me.
That's the thing. Like, I've been listening to a lot of people about it.
Shout out to 216 Aaron B, who got his middle finger up his anus right now. He says, move, but you gave Sea of Thieves an 80 out of 100, and you said Crackdown 3 is a better. How does this work? Hey. I said where I'm sitting at right now, where I'm playing at. I haven't completed the game fully. I've probably got a total of like maybe 4 hours of just playing. Because remember, I had started the game late because I went 4 days without internet. I said right now I'm at a 75. That can decrease, that can increase between now and tomorrow night when I probably finish the game and get a couple multiplayer matches in, because I haven't played a particular mode in this game yet, and I haven't seen the other map yet. So that I'm going to do. So like I said, I said this has no bearing on whatever my final review would be when I do it. So please shut up.
The reason that this game rated what it was is it just promises that, you know, how they marketed it to us, how they told us it was going to come out. When you give a bar that high, but when the actual game comes out, it's a shell of what it was. That's the reason it didn't review off what it is, because there's been way worse games that reviewed higher. It was because the bar was put so high from what they demonstrated to us in past reveals and past showings of this game, and when it came out, wasn't that. That's the reason it scored where it's at. It has nothing to do with the game itself. Now, the game could have evolved. That could have helped it. Mm-hmm. But let's be real. If they would evolve the story, gave it evolve the every skill, but that destruction still wasn't there, it might have reviewed 3 or 4 points higher, but it still would have been in the 60s. Because that fully destructibility wasn't in that game. And remember the Gamescom reveal? Like, it was crazy. Yeah. It was a shell of what it was. That's the reason this game's getting what it is getting what it is because you promised us like the highest quality of eggs, but then you gave us those rotten eggs from Resident Evil 5. Like, the game's not bad.
I think they built that campaign in 2 years. I think when they showed Terry Crews, I think that's when they started this game. Like it's like go make this game, make the campaign, because I don't think that this was. I really think that that's what they did. They took Sumo Digital and said make this thing, because that's what it feels like. It feels rushed, even though it was delayed 5 years. Like that was the thing. As I was playing the game, I was like, this, there's the game here. Like, it's not that like it's broken. It doesn't look terrible like the campaign. Like it doesn't look terrible at all. Like it looks clean. But when you look at the map and you look at what's there to do and how that they're basically side missions that you use to bring out the boss, and you just do the same mission 5 times or 12 times to bring out a boss, it just seems very lazy. And I think that they were rushed in doing it, and whatever they had planned initially back then didn't come to fruition. And I think the delay, everybody's with their forks and knives, they knew that this game was delayed. And I don't think it helped that when it delayed in 2017, Phil was like, we're going to make this the game you deserve. We're putting polish on this game.
I don't take much into that. That's just PR speak.
It doesn't. It's still out there, though. But
my thing is, I don't understand why anytime that there's somebody that has, when it comes to Xbox people saying stuff about like their games, it's like, well, you shouldn't have said this is what you're going to do or this is what you want to do, but that's what every publisher freaking does. But for some reason, Microsoft has to eat it, because that's what they said. I mean, I don't look like into that. Like, well, they're saying it's going to be this. I'm gonna tell you,
literally every time a game is delayed,
I got the best steak. Even though Yelp says my shit is burnt half the time, I'm gonna tell you I got the best steak. I mean, why am I going to tell you my steak is burnt? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to sound like I want to damage control, but it's like, we're gonna apply that. We really got to start applying that to every publisher that says this bullshit, though.
When a game is delayed, it's always going to follow some kind of damage control statement every time. That's just PR. People get paid quadruple what I make a year just to sit around and figure out better ways to spin statements. Because they're trained in school, they're trained on how the community reacts to stuff. They're trained in psychiatry. Like,
okay, so we'll take all that in effect to all the bullshit they're talking now about the studios, what they're gonna make, and all this other stuff. Because that's the thing. We sit here and we talk about in the world. What about their PR with these studios? Why should we have hope for them when we're just listening to PR spin?
We need to see what they're doing.
We need to see what they're doing, and they're blatantly fucking.
No one said we don't need to see what they're doing.
We're getting mediocre stuff, man. We're getting mediocre stuff. When you believe in this,
who's we?
That's what I want to know.
Who's we? Okay, so we don't all just rate this game as a 60. So that's
I didn't.
Well, you didn't. Well, you're probably gonna rate it an 8 and call Game of the Year.
It probably falls short of Game of the Year.
But I think we all rated. We're not glowing about this game.
I am.
Well, you are. Well, play the game more and tell me how you feel.
I can't wait to. I plan on playing it for another 15 hours.
Smooth.
Yeah.
There's not 15 hours worth of game in there, just to let you know.
Yeah, there's 8 hours. It's an open world game. You don't have to like.
All right, you want to go jump around
and collect everything. Yeah.
Yo,
I want to read a
let the man enjoy the game.
I'm not telling him not to enjoy it, but there's not 15 hours worth of game in there. And you deleted the game twice.
RDE1 Metator.
Look, we've all seen how kids play games.
809.
Definitely gonna take him.
Hold on, I'm trying to read a super chat. RDE Metator 809 says for $2, smooth stop, damage controlling. The game is worth 30. Record was 40. Yes, Record was an awesome $40 game. I am not damage controlling. I'm keeping it real, and you are a sheep. That is my reply. And your boy Black Weeb says Crackdown 3 was in development hell for years and it didn't deliver most of its promises. People defending it are just being milked by Microsoft. That is not true. And Verge Brizzle says, why is Jez so mad? Addict and Smooth. That's a question for Jez.
We just passionate, man. That's all.
That's not passionate.
It's not passionate.
No, that's not passionate. I hate that excuse.
How many times
Hey, better, man.
Hey, the next
year, how many grind my gears did you make on Crackdown?
Every friggin' time a game comes out from Microsoft, we sit here and argue that it's fun. Go have some fun. Make your own fun.
But why can't both be true? Shut up.
Why is that?
No, hold up.
Tell me why.
Why can't
it just be a great game? Why can't it be a great game?
Why can't we say, why don't you let me talk? Why can't both be true? Why can't we have fun, but we still want it to be better?
Because it's not fun, man. It wasn't. How much fun are you having in that game? It's a shell of a game. It's a shell.
So now you're
how much fun do we have? We had that one time.
Now
Are we playing it every night? No.
I've been playing it every night.
We can't even play Sea of Thieves.
Look,
Everybody wants to play something else.
You need to stop generalizing and speaking for everyone. Ain't nobody here
I'm
saying
speaking
that.
for myself. I'm not speaking for
You know, you sit here, you saying that no one here is playing Crackdown and no one here is enjoying. No, you literally said that. This game's not fun. That's literally what you said.
It's not that. It's not that fun.
Oh, but it's fun.
Okay, 9 out of 10.
Fun is
No, we'll see.
I'm sick and tired of being the fun factor being like.
The thing is quality. Don't you see? There's no quality in.
There's quality. The game's gorgeous. It's 4K. It's shiny. It got some of the best HDR in gaming. That's quality, bro.
That's quality.
That's quality.
Hey man, what are the next 2 games being released by Xbox? What are they?
Gears 5, Ori, and Battletoads.
All right, hey, we're just headed into a time that potentially the next 2 Microsoft games can hit 90 plus. Ori, you know, is going to hit over a 90.
You know what?
Gears, if they hit those changes, like I said on the weekend, if they hit on those changes that they're claiming that they're making with the franchise, that's another game that can easily score an 80. A 90, I'm sorry.
I was going to tell you, I thought Crackdown 3 was going to be the last of Microsoft's duds, but then you just reminded me that Battletoads is coming.
Yeah, but
that ain't coming this year. That won't come this year.
Then why shouldn't I be skeptical then?
Because you can't fuck up a Battletoads. You can't really fuck up a Battletoads. You can't.
What do you mean you can't?
You can enjoy the game, Larry.
Because if we got games like Celeste that are Game of the Year contender, Jake can literally just
Celeste is fantastic.
Repolish Battletoads. And it'd be okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to know. There's no way. It's impossible. It's impossible.
So every 2D game is just as good as every other 2D game?
Absolutely.
I'm the one generalizing. I don't want to have.
There's no such thing as a bad 2D game.
2D game
is
generation. Amazing. I'm generalizing.
So you never played Battletoads 1?
I played Battletoads 1. I played arcade. I played actually. I think I played almost all of them.
That's unfortunate. Yo, but about these reviews,
go ahead.
I'm cool with like canceling Metacritic. Like I'm cool with that because I don't buy into it either, right? I really don't. But all I want to say, and remember this, everybody listening, if you see these Xbots out here, pardon me, that are like dismissing reviews now, they better keep that same energy when Gears comes out and it gets.
See, it's.
I don't want to hear that media bias.
Not that I'm dismissing.
That's media bias.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Nah, man.
Because the thing is, like I said, I always felt, and I said, you can hear me saying this before Crackdown coming out. I feel like there's some personal bias against this game, or against Microsoft with this game, and I feel like it was a target. I've talked about it. So the thing is, whatever Gears does, I mean, I feel like they already disrespected Gears of War and Halo by ranking them 10 points below what they usually average. So they've already put the works in on Halo and Gears. And I feel like for what Gears 5 is going to do, I feel like if it scores anywhere below a 90, like I'm gonna have to see Ryan and GameSpot and see all of them and see what's up, like what's going on. Like, I mean, I just don't understand. Like, I'm sick and tired of these people trying to define, trying to tell you what a good game is or what has to be good. I feel like nowadays, this generation, if it's not fucking God of War or Spider-Man, it can't be considered like good. Like every game has to be like fucking slow down, drag your fucking feet.
No, why? What was Halo 5, man? What was Halo 5?
What was Halo? It had the best multiplayer of any game.
Yeah, I mean,
84 is a great score. I don't know why.
84 is not. That's below Halo.
It should be a
9. Is a great score, man.
It's a great score for like a fucking new IP, but not Halo.
Hey, for everybody, I see a lot of Gears slander.
Halo 5 campaign is
right?
Too, so.
Hey, I just want to remind everybody, Gears 4 was an 85. And that was considered an average Gears, right?
And that was a damn good game.
Yeah, isn't that the game like Bond caught a flop?
Yeah.
You know,
and on PC it's an 86. For those people thinking you can't get a 90, you're out of your mind that it can't.
And that's the lowest rated Gears because Gears usually averages like a 92.
That is correct.
So, I mean, I'm just saying it's like it's not out of the realms of reality for Gears to score a 90 or better. You know, I mean, I had my gripes with Gears 4, so you don't hear me like complain about it too much because my beef with Gears 4 was campaign structure. Not just that the story was bad or anything. I thought the story was good, great. It's just that I felt like they got a little lazy on mission structure and they started fucking force feeding the horde mode inside some of the inside the campaign, and that kind of turned me off by the campaign. So this is the only Gears campaign I played only once because of that bullshit. Usually I go through a Gears campaign like 2 to 3 times, but as far as Halo, I didn't have beef with its campaign, and I definitely had beef with its multiplayer, and I didn't have beef with this new multiplayer mode that they were doing, where they introduced like that Warzone shit that they did, where it had all those players. They really could have converted that into a battle royale game if they wanted to, or a battle royale mode. They had like the fucking like really the platform for it, but Halo 5, like I said, took a lot of heat, and I'm sticking with my guns on that. I know why I took the heat that I did, but it's okay. It's okay. If Halo 5 would have came out after or during when like the whole SJW movement like was really popping, and like the Black Lives Matter movement was really popping, I think the campaign would have been better received. I'm sorry.
Halo's my favorite all-time franchise, and I think that campaign was terrible.
It was not terrible.
I couldn't even finish it. It's the only Halo game I never finished.
Really? It's the shortest one.
It was that bad, bro. To me.
The Halo 5 campaign, you said?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think
it wasn't that bad. Nah. Halo 4,
I'm gonna give it another shot now that I have an Xbox again. But at the time when I first bought it, I wasn't feeling it.
The Halo 5 campaign wasn't bad. It was not what we thought it was going to be.
I don't think it was bad more than it was, I guess, disappointing would be.
Pretty much. Word. Exactly. I was about to say.
Yeah, lackluster.
Yeah. I would just say it was disappointing because I expected more Master Chief. That was just an expectation that I had. And just based on how they marketed the game.
Yeah, the marketing was a
Master Chief was, the whole fact about Master Chief, and he was only a few missions and things like that. But it wasn't as bad as I felt 4 was rough.
The multiplayer was fire, though. I do agree with you with that.
Oh, the multiplayer was great.
Fire.
That was the last time I think they really like pushed I think that Warzone thing was something really innovative.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was great.
So I'm sorry, I was paying attention to the chat. You got Bonds in there talking shit. This is actually a platform I could actually fucking suspend them. Just because. Shout out to OBJ, to Don, Jack Move Johnny, 84, Neil Bone, DL Mighty Spartan God, just to kind of do my required shout outs. So rumor has it. I don't know if anybody murdered this rumor yet, but everybody was talking, and people getting their KY jelly ready and shit, that Scalebound could be resurrected as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. Reportedly, Microsoft let the trademark lapse, and that means something for the Switch. I don't know how this happened, but it started to trend on Twitter, and people were like talking. I mean, and I want to know like your guys' thoughts on this. I know, Jazz, you already do a grind my gears on this shit. Can we start with you, sir?
Sure. Yeah, I think. Well, first off, nobody has squashed the rumor yet, so I didn't really comment on like too much of that. This is real, but my goodness, if this is real, and it's been kind of pointed out by multiple people, in the fact like Alana Pierce said that she heard this, and then the trademark people show that it did lapse, and they did do an interview on Kind of Funny Games saying that they are going to bring a game that was thought to be dead back. And I just think, man, if this comes true, it shows that Microsoft has issues working with second-party developers.
Not just Japanese
I just
developers.
don't know how that game looked the most interesting. Like, it was definitely something out of the realm that Microsoft would typically make, and I was most interested in that with the Scalebound. I thought that looked really cool. It was unique. It was new IP, and we'll see if Nintendo brings it to the Switch. I don't know if it'll be stick figures and little dragon puppets. I don't know if I don't think it's gonna look like the way it did, but it would be, and it would be a shame to see that. It would be great to play it, but it would be a shame that Microsoft lost it because they could have really used it. I thought.
I mean, I don't believe in it because I still think Microsoft. I don't care about trademarks lapping. I feel like Microsoft. I think Microsoft owns the IP, and as far as like we saw what Crackdown looked like and what it was running on, if it could barely run on an Xbox, what makes you think it's going to run on a Switch? What are you going to scale that shit back to? Like
scale,
what is it going to look like? Like the thing is that. If in the event that this did come true and this was the case, and they release it and it's a Switch exclusive and it's actually called Scalebound, I don't know how. Like, I feel like my energy would be all types of fucked up. Like, I mean, pardon my language. I mean, I think I don't know how. Like, it would just be freaking weird. Like, just like how would Phil spent like how would they say? Would they even like acknowledge the game's existence?
And then they congratulate Nintendo on the release.
Yeah, yeah. So I'd be hella tight though. I would be really hella tight. I wouldn't even buy a Switch and buy the game for it because I mean, honestly, it wouldn't have achievements. So
yeah.
I'm like I said, I was interested in what they were in what Scalebound could have been. I was like, okay, it looks like it looked like it's an RPG, but an RPG that I can actually play. And that's how I approach RPGs. I don't like jumping into just every RPG. If it has to be like this is gonna sound stupid. I feel like RPG like has to be dumbed down a bit for it to pique my interest, and that's what like Scalebound did for the moment. So I was like, you know what, I was excited for it because I could play it. Like Horizon Zero Dawn, I felt like it was a RPG for dummies. So I was like, I can jump into this. Good story, good graphics, gameplay is pretty awesome, and it's dressed as an RPG. Whatever, I can do it. I can't do The Witcher, but I can do Horizon Zero Dawn. I can do Assassin's Creed, stuff like that. Even though Scalebound wasn't in those type of RPGs, it was like a traditional Japanese RPG. It just wasn't turn based. Yeah, I was fucking with it. You know, I was fucking with it heavy. But the fact that this game caused so much fucking drama for Xbox and the fan base of Xbox and all the commotion, all the noise it has made for it to resurrect and not be an Xbox game at all, it'd be a Switch exclusive. It would just really just do so much unnecessary fucking damage. It's like
I saw people tweeting like the exact going like my Phil and Greenberg going, please tell us it's not true. Like you still have it. Like people were begging. Like it is just it would be a big kick in the nuts. Like it really would be.
Yeah, but I'm sick of Kamaya and his bald-headed ass, man. I can't. I don't like, dude. I don't like Platinum.
They were pissed when it got canceled. Remember, he came out and they were pissed. Like Platinum Games was pissed.
Yeah, but they shouldn't have been dropping all those damn games. They should have been dropping that game.
Yeah, they used it for Ninja Turtles.
They dropped like 3 games around the time.
They dropped Bloodborne.
that Scalebound should have been.
Bloodborne wasn't them.
It wasn't them. No, what was it? What was the game
they came out with? A
Transformers
game. They came out with a Legend of Korra game. They came out with a Transformers game. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. A bunch of trash.
Ninja Turtles game. That game was trash. Yeah. Yeah, Nia they came out with.
I'm happy that the game potentially could be resurrected. That's cool. But I mean, if you guys are expecting fire from Platinum Games, I got a bridge to sell you.
Wait, you didn't think that game that they showed, the Astral Chain, looked pretty good? Was it Astral?
That's cool, but that's a trailer. Crackdown looked good in trailers too. Like, yeah, I'm not buying that.
That's a cool concept.
I just don't trust Platinum. Platinum's shaky. They're inconsistent.
Don't they still gotta release like Bayonetta?
Yeah, they're still working on Bayonetta 3.
Yeah.
So what? You're making Bayonetta 3, Astral Chain, and Scalebound? I'm not buying that.
Yeah, I mean, the second coming of Telltale.
I can just see it now. Nintendo doing Scalebound, and then you take those two Joy-Cons and you flap your arms up and down, and you can be the dragon.
It might require a fucking what you call it,
a Labo.
Yeah, Labo. Yeah,
compatible Labo. It would be amazing though, because Microsoft renewed the we thought it was still alive because I remember Microsoft kept the trade name after they canceled it. That later that year they kept it, and then I guess it just lapsed. But yeah, it is what it is. You know, Microsoft just has this. I feel like this black cloud sometimes over them. They can't get shit right. What the hell happened to my computer? There we go.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, it'd be very questionable. I feel like sometimes I wish I was like a fly on the wall because I feel like sometimes for games to get canceled and for things to be like dropped and stuff, I feel like you have to have a legit freaking reason. Like if this were to come out, it would be ultra detrimental. Like, and the crazy thing is, we all go to work. We all got jobs. We all witness things. We all have plans and stuff that we can't follow through it because so and so reason and whatnot. And we look for we end up coming with alternative things to do. But from while we're in there, we understand and it's whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I tried to look at that with that, but I'm just trying to think. I'm like, well, what could have been like the death hit, like for like a game like
Satya,
Scalebound and whatnot.
That's a death hit.
He said Satya.
Yeah, he's like, cut it. Like I honestly believe like Satya is the worst thing that's happening right now. I don't again, as much as shit I give Phil and stuff, I think it's just Satya with this cloud vision and this horse shit. That really all he cares about is those stock guys, and he killed all their consumer devices. He killed all their shit.
I mean,
he got rid of Nokia, he got rid of Band, he got rid of all this.
Wait a second. I mean, in reality, the only
Nokia had no shot against it. I'm sorry, it had no shot.
Just listen. The only consumer product outside of Windows and Office that Microsoft have been successful with is Xbox.
And the Surface. And I think the Surface has been pretty good, but not as successful as the Xbox.
Right.
But the Surface has been pretty good. He kept those around. But yeah, I know. But if it's so successful, like he just wants everything everywhere. And I really think that's Satya's thing. Because they did it with everything. They did it with Office. They put Office on iPad. You couldn't use Office on anything besides a Windows device. And then they put it on iPads, and he saw the success and more people using it. Now he's like, well, let's get our games and do the same thing with our games. I think it's a little bit different. Like, I don't think that might work as well, but because there's different input devices, different types of ways, like, I don't know. it's just Satya though, man. I'm just not a huge fan. And I hear that they might do HoloLens 2 now at Mobile World Congress in Spain, in Barcelona, that they're going to talk about HoloLens 2. I don't know what's going on with them. It just drives me crazy. And then you ask why I'm angry all the time. I just rode this Microsoft roller coaster for the last 5 to 10 years. And I'm just like kind of
jump off that roller coaster like 2 years ago.
No, man, I was on Microsoft device night. I went to play the Surface Book before it launched. They wined and dined me. It was great. I got to play Forza on a huge ass screen. Like I was one of their insiders, and I beta tested Kinect. I bought Xbox for my parents because I said, you could talk to your TV and all
I remember that shit.
I'm telling you, I went all in. I had the Zune. I had it all. And then they just keep abandoning it, and they just pissing me off more and more. And now they're fucking with my games. That's what grinds my gears. That's what happened to me. That's why
you should rename yourself to Xbox or
Microsoft grinds my gears or some shit like that. Maybe I'll brand it.
Because ain't nobody else grinding your gears, Jez.
Nah, not really, man. I can't get that level of anger with other things. I just can't. I don't know why. I just can't do it.
He would have went with Angry Joe, but that was taken.
Yeah, no, screw that. he's fucking. He makes some crazy ass videos. That guy. But I don't follow.
So today, Ibarra, he quote tweeted, I think an Anthem update, but he pointed out a reviewer for not knowing how to combo in the game, and he pretty much criticized that reviewer. He did not call out the reviewer by name or by publication. He didn't even link anybody to the publication or anything like that. But people were taken back by Ibarra's remarks, and they said this is like bad PR and stuff like that. And me personally, I was in my feelings. So I mean, I was in complete agreement with Ibarra, because I feel like over the years, like too many reviewers get away with reviewing games and playing partial portions of the games, reviewing games and not playing the game at all, reviewing games and stealing those reviews and all this other shit. And it's like, you know, it happens. They get caught. Some people make some dollars on it, and it goes under the rug. But now you get, you know, somebody as like Ibarra calling out like a review, and people are like, oh no, this is bad. This is like, you know, we have our rights. You know what I mean? All this other bullshit. And I'm like, no, these dudes ain't innocent. Reviewer, like I don't look at all these reviewers and these publications as these godly, unbiased people that are all in it for our well-being, for the better of the consumer itself. No, that's not how I look at it. I feel like they have flaws, and I feel like it's a really nice perk to be a reviewer, a really nice perk to be able to review games, get access to games before they are released to the public, and to have like this alone time with them, and to be able to share thoughts on them. And there's money into it. Like there's money into it. So I don't like, I feel no ways. I feel no sorry. I don't feel sorry for any of these like journalists that felt any type of way about Ibarra, but I know some of you guys felt some type of way. And I'm going to suspend Black Bond for about 300 seconds. And then again after that, because it's being a biatch. There we go. Fuck out of my shit. All right. Who wants to go first on this?
I want to go first. Microsoft's executives should shut the hell up. That's all.
Amen.
What?
They should all shut the fuck up.
Amen.
Because they do no good. They only do damage. Like,
how?
There's no good coming. Bro, you're out here making enemies.
Yep.
Like, with developers.
With developers?
And the community.
You're out here defending Anthem, and you didn't even defend Crackdown 3. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing from these guys.
Well, see, the thing is, I don't even think it's like, the thing is, it's not even Microsoft as a whole. Ibarra plays games. He defends games that he plays. He's been playing what? Anthem. He plays a whole lot of freaking Destiny. So he turns it to really a gamer on his Twitter, or just an individual on his Twitter when it comes to like talking about things. So that's why I don't think I don't understand, why is Ibarra have to be held to like this thing where you're Microsoft, so, and people are like, oh, well, you did this partnership with this, you did this. Like, no, he didn't. He has nothing to do with any of that shit.
The thing is that in the role that he's in with Microsoft, he's very visible.
Yep.
Right. So unfortunately, when you are in that kind of position for a major player in the industry, even if you're tweeting from your personal account, it's gonna carry some weight.
Yep.
The reason why I thought it was a mistake is I'm like, bro, this guy's basically coming out here, right? And he's basically saying that reviewers don't know what the hell they're doing, right? Which in turn is going to make these guys pissed off because he's taking shots at reviewers, right?
Yep.
Which can potentially maybe even affect a review of a game. Unfortunately, look, I'm just using human psychology. It could potentially even affect like a review of a game upcoming, like Ori or Gears or whatever the case may be, right?
But Ibarra doesn't make games.
I understand that. He runs what for Microsoft? Mixer, right?
Yeah, he does.
I thought it was Xbox Live.
Right. His other tweet.
Oh, well, all right. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. All right. So he then says, "Oh, well, a more modern way, something to the effect of a more modern way of reviewing games is to listen to streamers." My issues with that is that streamers a lot of times are paid to play these games.
Yep.
Right? Like, yeah, I don't know if a streamer would be the route I would go.
That's where all the true reviewers are, right, Mike? I should go to Mixer. That's where all the truthful people are. Fucking troll bitch.
Yeah, I just think he probably just should have said nothing. He should have just taken the high road and let it ride.
But my thing is, how do you guys know that? Like, I mean, that developers and publishers like behind closed doors don't talk about this personally about these journalist publications in regards to their games and some of these YouTubers. I mean, you can't be naive and say and assume that this is like a discussion that people have about some of these outlets in regards to like it's going to shit because too many people have been exposed for not knowing what the fuck they're doing and then giving out these so-called valid reviews.
You're right about that. You're absolutely right. But then they're very quick to retweet the very positive reviews.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't sit on both sides of the fence, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, did he condemn all reviews?
He says amazed at the whining. Like he even demeaned them and saying that they're whining. Like a reviewer is whining about something.
Hey.
What the fuck?
I guarantee you.
The problem is that we do that all the time.
Yeah, but we don't
you don't have
a forward-facing role.
Say that shit to the community. What about Phil? That we're all supposed to be together. Kumbaya. Oh, toxic gaming. He's a fucking toxic gaming.
Yeah, we don't have a position of we don't have a position of influence like that.
Fuck, oh my god, oh my god.
Right, Mike Ibarra doesn't have followers because he's a cool dude named Mike. He has followers because
he's a toxic gamer for calling out like bullshit that we call out all the time, but he's toxic because of the position he stands in.
Exactly,
no,
bro.
No.
I will roast somebody on Twitter and call them all sorts of things other than a child of God. But do you want the president doing that? No, that's why everybody's mad at Trump. Get off Twitter, dude.
Yep, get off.
Nah,
like that's okay coming from me. I'm a nobody. I'm not the president, and everybody
wants to be so
the head of Mixer.
Like people want to live. Like people are into this fake shit, and that's the reason why it bothers you when real hits you. Like, oh, this is reality. Everybody wants to run away from it. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. It's too real. You know.
Hey, let me ask you this question, though, Smooth. So. Mike Ibarra puts out this tweet. Now, this tweet is now in the media. It's everywhere.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. I saw videos on it, man.
You don't think Phil picked up his phone and he called Mike and tell him, "Hey, what the hell are you doing?" Right? You don't think that happened? I guarantee you he did.
It probably happened, but I'm not. I don't condemn Mike Ibarra. I'm with. I like this shit. I like this shit. I'm sick of. Like who? I don't understand. As YouTubers, as people, there's people right now quick to make some money to say this bullshit, but then turn around and get mad because Ibarra said the same
all
thing.
I'm saying about the thing is, I think Mike Ibarra should monitor his tweets a little bit, but let's not sit here and act like someone like just because he's in that position and people have that reasoning. There's people that should definitely shut up that have a higher position that that has more people looking at them that don't shut up. Like I'm not going to sit here and attack the man for speaking on his own words. Like it's not going to happen. Like maybe Phil, reached out to him like, you need to calm down a little bit. But me as a person, if he want to go ask someone, I'm going to let Mike rock. Like I ain't going to sit here and criticize him for doing it.
A lot of people though.
Hey, it's not too many people on the planet that have a position of power in a division in a company that makes $10 billion a year.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that are presidents and CEOs of companies that their companies don't make $10 billion a year. Xbox does that for Microsoft. Like
that's bad PR, man, for him. That's bad PR.
It's just it seems like normally you envision.
But why are we caring about their PR?
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. Somebody
he's speaking what all of us think. Why do we care?
It matters, man.
I didn't care. Smooth sent it in the DMs, and I read it.
See why it matters. It matters because for people, perception is reality. That's just a human nature, right? And like when you're trying to run a business and you're trying to get in people's good.
I'm not saying about that. I'm saying from us on this podcast as influencers, why do we care what Mike says on Twitter?
It makes no difference for me. For me, it makes no difference.
If we was in the media, be a different story because he's talking about us individually.
Do you see how many videos he pissed off the community?
Who cares who he pissed off? That's Microsoft.
Fake outrage. Fuck the fake outrage.
From that perspective, Addict, yeah, you're right. He put out that tweet. In the grand scheme of things, I don't really care. I'm gonna boot up my Xbox One X today, and I'm gonna play.
I agree with you. If you are in that position, you have to carry yourself a certain way. Right. But at the same time, we're not going to act like IGN didn't just get caught a couple weeks ago for showing Resident Evil one perspective and said Claire's the exact same thing. We're not going to act like that someone did get caught stealing from other. He should have kept his mouth shut. He should have worded stuff differently. But I'm not going to hit the dude.
Yeah, but he didn't comment on those. He didn't
Well, I'm
comment.
not saying. I'm saying.
He commented on people on
But it's the
giving
same
Anthem a
thing.
short
It's
end
the
of the
same
stick.
thing. From lack of knowledge, why are they reviewing the game?
Talk about lack of knowledge. He was
Why
telling
don't you
people
let
that
me
it came
speak,
out on
Jazz? How about
Friday.
that?
He said it
Did
came
he?
out on
My
Friday.
thing is, Jess, did he lie?
He says the game comes
Did
out
he
on
lie?
Friday, but meanwhile, everybody's playing it.
No, did he lie about what he's what was wrong with him saying the guy didn't know how to do a he's like his point of view was he wasn't happy with
his point of view is why are you letting someone review a game that doesn't even know the standard basic shit of Anthem?
Yeah.
That's literally all he said.
He says one reviewer, not below, reviewed the game, yet in the review cited that he didn't even know how to do a combo.
Well, if you don't know how to do a combo in something, why are you reviewing it?
So my thing is,
I heard people saying that it is something that's not in the tutorial or something to find. I don't know. But all I know is that the guy is crediting reviewers.
All I'm saying is people speaking out, like people like influencers like this, it's not doing anything. I'm glad he did, because there's too many incidences where dumb shit happens, reviews just it gets swept under the rug. Look at the whole what was that game that what's his name stole? Phil the Thief. What was it called?
Dead Cells.
Dead Cells. Ain't nobody talking about that. Resident Evil. The dude literally only reviewed half the game and claimed he beat the rest. Ain't nobody talking about that anymore. There's
bro, we gave them all the smoke for all of it.
All I'm saying is it gets swept under the rug. A week later, never happened.
Smoke. You're okay with everybody calling them out for that bullshit. Yet you're not okay with Ibarra being able to.
Did you see what he followed up with? Did you see what he followed up with?
I don't care what he followed.
I don't do reviews because everyone should go watch streamers to play a game. Doing a demo. Like, that's what he said. Go watch streamers. They're the most compromised people of them all. And I don't even think they even review games. They
I
just
think
sit there
he didn't really necessarily mean go watch some random motherfucker on Twitch play the game. He meant go to a streamer that you trust and see what they feel. That's what he meant by that. Let's not act like he meant go to Twitch and find one random streamer. Let's find Bob that's streaming the Anthem. And
he
see what
says should be watching streamers play a game.
You act like like there's not.
I think he makes a good point. I think you should watch
it on Twitch right
play
now.
The game. I think it's a smart thing.
Raven Flow said we went after EA execs for the same reasons with Battlefield. No, we didn't. Because you guys went after EA execs for Battlefield because they said if you don't like it, don't play it. They were the makers of the game. People were mad at the woman being in the game, and they said if you don't like it, don't buy it. This is not the same situation. This is not the same situation.
I don't see an issue with what he said.
I don't disagree. And I said this in the chat. I don't disagree that there is not some messed up stuff out there with people stealing reviews and doing all that stuff. But he, in his position, shouldn't really call out that kind of stuff in that regard. He wasn't around tweeting about when that stuff was going on. Instead, he's saying that Anthem, he's trying to say Anthem's getting unfairly.
That's because he actually cares about Anthem. He enjoys Anthem. He plays it all the time. He plays Destiny all the time.
So then why does he care about reviews?
These kind of games.
He enjoys it so much. Why does he care about the reviews?
You mean to say he's not allowed to comment on the game?
I'm just saying, if we say like reviews don't matter, if you just want to have fun, then why does he even comment about it? Why is he bothered that Anthem?
Because he just happened to be a bigger name that found some bullshit in a review that he called out. But the problem is
they shouldn't do that.
It's like he for some reason he lost all his rights to be able to call out bullshit.
Nobody said he can't do it. He's free to do it, but he's gonna get the smoke.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Like, why does he keep doing it so we could keep roasting you? Like,
why does he need to get smoked? He's doing what we all do.
Well,
bro,
he got
in my bedroom doing a podcast. I don't work for Microsoft.
Yeah, it goes back to what I said, Smooth. It's just like, yo, you're a high ranking, executive in.
Look, man, I know people over there.
Not in good taste, and it's bad PR.
I know people over there. Like, he didn't blatantly attack anyone. He didn't call people out by name. He didn't call an outlet out. He didn't even say what outlet it was from.
Nope.
So I don't think he's going to get in any trouble for this at all.
It was a broad statement, just about.
It was a broad statement, but people.
It wasn't even a broad statement because people. Here's the thing: you guys are focusing on two things. He suggested people watch streams, and here's the thing: to get a better indication of what of a game that you might be playing. Would you rather watch a review or somebody play a good portion of the game?
If I plan on buying it, I don't want to watch a lot of the game. I will look at a streamer to watch for content that maybe there's not enough on YouTube just to see if I would like the game. But I am going to do a review because a streamer really doesn't. And I don't know, maybe there are other streamers out there, but I feel that the streamers really don't use like they really don't give like a technical review. They just play the game and really rarely comment on controls or anything like that.
Technical freaking.
Because you want to know how it plays. How it
plays. So you willing to take somebody's word on how it plays? If I take everybody else's word on how Crackdown plays, you know what I mean? I would. It should have been a different experience for me. But my experience with Crackdown, I actually enjoy the gameplay. But do any of you guys enjoy the gameplay? Probably not, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
I can't listen to nobody's technical review of it then.
Well, the people say there's just not a lot of content. Like that's what they're saying.
Look, I think when it comes to reviews, I think most people have aligned themselves with a particular reviewer, either on YouTube that you like or something like that, or a couple. I have a few, right? Mm-hmm. And I think the streaming, I'll watch a streamer, but not for their opinion on the game, but to watch like the gameplay of it, right?
Exactly.
I think it makes sense.
I don't necessarily. I think he meant influencer. He didn't mean just some random streamer. He meant that who you trust and who you follow.
Somebody on Mixer has to be.
Oh, see why? See, he never brought up Mixer.
Well, he never brought up Mixer neither.
That's his position, and that's what he does. So why wouldn't he push streaming?
But he never brought up
Mixer.
You should go watch someone on Mixer.
But that's what happens.
See, you're throwing words in people's mouths.
That's
you're throwing words. You're throwing words too. You're saying like,
no, I'm not.
Good people on streaming, not just random dudes. He never said that.
Oh,
so I'm saying that maybe he's telling people to go to Mixer.
That's what.
Anyway, I just think people are just way over their heads. And it's just interesting because to watch people like flip and switch like on how they feel about things, and I just feel like just too many people and on social media is just like ultra inconsistent, and they keep switching up on how they feel about things. They'll call out somebody for doing exactly what fucking Ybarra pointed out, but then Ybarra, and I guarantee you if this was like fucking Sean Layden or Andrew House or somebody saying some shit like that, people would be like,
look at the douche on fucking Sony's side that said all that stupid shit.
Oh yeah, he's
got crossplay.
What's the Jim Ryan cat? He got
roasted. Yeah, now he's the president now, so he said a bunch of douchey shit.
He got a promotion.
Yeah, he got a promotion.
Being a douche.
Oh, that's what Mikey Barra's doing.
He's getting a promotion now. He has to
trying to get Phil's job.
Yeah. Well, that guy was like talking about crossplay playing backwards game. Jim Ryan. There he is. He called stupid shit. Sonny probably put a fucking gag on him and said, "We'll promote you."
Look, I mean, for the most part, man, I think Ybarra's been. I don't remember him saying too many crazy things, to be honest. But like I said, I mean,
it was a mistake to buy a PlayStation.
But I mean, you're taking it out of context. You're taking it out of context. It was a joke. It was a joke.
I know that one went crazy.
But outside of that, man, I just think, hey, man, you're a high-ranking official of Microsoft. Just, play your role. You know what I mean? That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Nah. I'm sick and tired of people being held behind this. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, so what do we want?
For a second, kid. One day it's they need to play their role, they need to be more professional, and then it's like, what happened to that old Microsoft that would just lash out on Twitter and be all competitive and be like,
it blows my mind. You know why? Because all right, so I'll tell you, that Microsoft that you're talking about that used to lash out on Twitter, it was the competition of like, we got this and we got this content and we got that. That would be acceptable in the sense of, man, you're competing with another like corporation, right?
All this dude did was speak his opinion on a game he played.
You guys remember that Detroit tweet about having Xbox on a day Detroit?
They got
remember that? No. People were actually happy about that shit. People were like, LOL.
Hey, they
now
got
people getting all soft tears and baby butt over Mikey Barra. These people are like, I softy ass people.
That happened on Twitter. That happened on the Detroit.
Every day I get on Twitter, I just feel disgusted. All these soft ass people.
Softies.
Soft serve ass people, like, man. Like,
can we move on though? I gotta
Yeah.
Maybe we can move on. Like, actually, I mean, those were honestly the primary three topics. I know. Is there any questions in the chat? Anything anybody need to discuss? A couple things. Anything?
I want to say something before we go for sure.
Go ahead, Mets.
I need to call out Merc for being a dude, bro, of the highest order. This man not only slanders Celeste, okay,
Oh, Celeste.
but for a whole week was in the DMs like, yo, this Persona 5 fire, blah, blah, blah.
Nah,
And now, a couple days ago, he's like, oh, that shit is in the bushes. What happened, son? What happened? You remembered you was a dude, bro? I was like, oh, I can't be playing this.
No. What I remembered is I got mad when I got past the first castle, right? That I couldn't get a refund from Sony because, they don't do that shit. That's the only shit I was mad about.
But why you want a refund for?
I don't like that shit.
The game is in the bushes.
Garbage.
Man, this garbage, bro. It got boring.
You know what? You definitely an Xbox guy because you a dude, bro. You a dude, bro.
Not true. Hey, look, I agree with Smooth. I agree with BG. They hate Persona. Nobody tells them none.
Yeah,
no comment.
Nah.
Man, I need to know how quickly you uninstalled Crackdown. So you did the same thing that you did the multiplayer to the single player too?
No, the multiplayer I did it after one game. You
didn't even play the first game.
The campaign, like I ran around, I got some orbs. I did like a side mission or two, and then I stopped.
And you uninstalled it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna reinstall it though. I think I'm gonna finish it because it's a short game and I could add it to my list. You feel me?
Yeah.
Which game is this? I didn't catch that.
So now you game to patch.
You get some crazy achievements.
Absolutely.
The multiplayer, I won one game. I got like 25% of the achievements in multiplayer because there's 500 multiplayer achievements. And they said, "Oh, we didn't even talk, Smoothie. How do you miss this Crackdown? Your game of the year, 2 to 3 weeks for matchmaking and parties. Will you wait 2 to 3 weeks?" They said
2 to 3 weeks, probably.
2 to 3 weeks for party matchmaking. And then there's some co-op bug, some weird shit co-op bug that's going on. That's going to be fixed in another day or so. And then they had a content pack come out with rubber ducky grenades.
That's
Hey,
so I forgive you, Merc. You're a dude, bro. You're my dude, bro, okay?
People got the Persona 5 shield up, bro. I don't understand what the magic is behind this game.
Yeah,
I got tired of watching the dude run every time that you do something. It was just it's terrible. It's a terrible game.
Oh my goodness. 5 out of 10, Merc.
Hey, Jez, you still have it wrapped up? It's still in the wrapper? Return that shit. Return that shit.
Oh, damn.
Return that shit.
I had it in the wrapper for fucking like 2 years.
Look, put it through this way. I'm mad about it digitally.
I don't buy any of that shit.
You bought Persona digitally?
I did.
Yeah, when I bought
I feel sorry for your PlayStation or your PC with everything you bought that shit on.
Hey.
I can't commit to games like that, yo. I really can't.
I buy all my games.
I'm seeing some signs of intelligence in the chat. I'm seeing some signs of intelligence in the chat, bro.
I started Shadow of War. That game is not too great.
The Middle Earth game?
Yeah, I got that for like $9 and I opened that out of the plastic.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey is $20 right now.
I know I have that too. I just didn't play it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get spoiled because I want to play that and I just wanted to open Shadow of War. I don't know. I only did an hour of it. I have to see. But Resident Evil 2, man, that shit's amazing. That is really good.
Yeah, I dropped that game.
You gotta pick up The Witcher, bro. You gotta pick up The Witcher.
Oh, The Witcher, that's all.
Witcher's fire.
Yeah, and Just Cause 4, man, I've been liking that a lot.
Of course you like that shit. Of course you like that shit. You hate Crackdown, but you like fucking Just Cause. And you're playing that bullshit on PlayStation. You disgust me, fucking Just. You really disgust.
Oh my god.
You fucking disgust me with you just like loving games just because it got green on them.
Yo, end the podcast. God damn.
That is ridiculous.
Did you play Just Cause 4 at all? No.
I decided I would never play Just Cause after I fucking bought Just Cause 3.
Well, Just Cause 3 was bad. It was bad. Yes.
Just Cause 3, that shit ran at 20 frames per second.
It was horrible. Even on PC too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, Just Cause 4 is better. And with the weather shit, it's crazy.
How's the frame rate?
You don't subscribe to my channel, so you wouldn't see any of the stuff that I capture from it.
No, you put it on Twitter, bro.
That's the only way I can get to you.
Hey,
I only subscribe from you for like a couple hours, dude. So.
Yeah, I need to know the frame rate. How's the frame rate for Just Cause 4?
You came back, Spoon. You came back.
You probably didn't even get the notification. That's how long it didn't really last.
Yeah, but you know what, man? I said like I agree with you with that that there's shitty shit that goes on in reviewers and it should get called out. I do agree. I do agree with them. I just don't think Ybarra should be doing it.
I just think Ybarra's adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah, I know. I like and you see Anthem though. Like I know it's getting like 6s, right? It's getting
smooth. You want me to tell you what I just realized, bro?
What's up?
that I think that Ybarra may have ruined your chance to win that bet against Black.
Maybe.
Oh no!
And then that means they should be taken to court. If that's the case, they should be taken to court because they can't like do retaliation reviews.
Dreamcast guy laid into him too.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Dreamcast laid into who?
Into Mike Ybarra.
For what?
He made a video.
Hey, no,
we
wait,
just talked about it for a half hour. You
and ran.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
I was surprised.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not just grinds with your gears, man. See?
See, but I'm not surprised.
Who made videos? Dreamcast
made a video.
That was ran did a video. I think there's a bunch of them, man.
What Rand saying in his video?
I didn't see his video.
The same thing that we said, that it's unprofessional. He shouldn't be doing that.
Why? I'm sick and tired of people caring about what's professional for other individuals.
It's not good PR for him.
Why do they care?
Hey, people in the
If
chat
you care
saying
about the
that.
Xbox brand, you don't want any more black eyes. After we got 2 black eyes and a kick in the nuts.
Hey, after Mike Ybarra, Gears 5 will be a 7.
Media bias confirmed.
Maybe. Hey man, now the media bias is probably real. Shit.
Or he's gonna be a shit game. It's a fucking game same as the first 5 out of 10.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. You know those reviews like all those flaky games like that.
It feels like Ori 1.5, 7.
This is not the real Ori. They just did the DLC 5 out of 10.
Hey, Celeste was nominated for Game of the Year. Don't forget that shit.
Merc, you are a Cuban solid rev. And the podcast, sir.
Yeah, Howard, I am sick and tired of like a lot of these people.
Somebody has to force Merc to stream Celeste. I got.
Oh my god! No, I'm glad we don't have a Patreon that they make me do that. I'm glad.
Just watch him. We'll make him finish Persona 5 now that he has the digital forever.
Now, hey, you know what? I'll sell my PlayStation account.
That's right. Sell your PlayStation with a copy of Celeste on it, with a copy of Persona on it. So here you go. It's a bundle.
Hey,
Make your own bundle.
Celeste
It's a
better
bundle.
than Gears 4. Absolutely not. Celeste is not better than Gears 4.
I didn't.
Oh,
You're
my
telling me, oh,
Celeste
shit.
is better than Gears 4. I'm gonna have to say that.
Hey, people calling me Merc Rev in the chat. It's hilarious.
You?
I don't like those Ati games.
Hey, low-key, I kind of agree with Rev on a lot of things that he says, but not all of it. Not all of it, but something.
Solid Revs like Crackdown.
So Anthem's a 67, really?
Yeah, but that's only 5 reviewers. Nobody playing
Yeah,
that bullshit
it's only on
PC.
PC
They waiting for the console. Nobody wants to review games on PC. It's the worst place to play games.
That's
That's why you always guys get. That's why you guys get the least amount of reviewers all the damn time. All the damn time. Nobody wants to play that shit.
Nobody wants to
play
play
that
that because
shit.
most reviewers play
Let's
on
hear
the
what they said
console.
about Anthem. Let me see.
Did you know most Xbox games rated higher on PC?
No.
That is
Shocker.
true. That is true.
Yeah, because only got like 5 reviewers.
Oh shit! So GameSpot already reviewed it.
Oh yeah.
6 out of 10.
Oh wow.
They couldn't wait to do that shit. Like GameSpot, they're some cheeseheads, man.
GameSpot, not for nothing. They're kind of critical with the games. I like that about them.
They've been critical. Yeah, they usually just give like
they're hard on
Because they're dorks.
Bro, so we're just gonna give every game an 8, 9, and 10?
No, but they're dorks.
They're
Like,
dorks.
what games
They
does
would
your
give a
sixes
fucking
then?
Gears. They could be the only one to give Gears a 10 out of 10, and
Like,
Smooth's gonna be
Hey,
like,
you know what's
"They're my
happening?
favorite."
Hey, Ubisoft is looking at Anthem, and that's it, bro. Division 2 is coming with a butcher knife.
Division 2
Put
is
him
gonna
down.
kill Anthem.
Well,
That's a
the
fact.
problem with
Rush.
Anthem was that again, you have first time to make the first impression, and the demo was disastrous. So they already got a bad taste in their mouth, and then now there's bugs and stuff.
March
See, what I think is
Your
messed
calendars.
up with Anthem is, and I said this on my show today, was the problem with Anthem is that you had people playing the game, paying the service to play the game a week early, to play the game early, full game, and then you got the 10-hour trial. And the thing is that there's a day one patch that fixes this, but that's not coming out until Friday. That day one patch should be out when the game is released to the public in early access, in the preview programs, or whatever the hell they're selling this at.
No. They care about the console players, so they're gonna wait to the console.
But the console, but then
You're
people
gonna buy
playing
it
10
more.
hours still have the. Did you see some of the glitches? People just disappear and shit.
The only way to play it on PC early is you have to be subscribed to Origin Access.
Yes,
Completely different
and
platform.
also you need to have an EA Access account, EA Access for 10 hours. But you're playing the full game basically. But they're not going to give you to your day one patch, so you're going to be playing 10 hours of a game that has all bugs in it because you gotta wait.
You know what's bad about all this, right? This game flops. You know what's going to happen to BioWare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're cooked.
Yeah. But it's just messed up that you got people paying money to play the game early, but they're playing a buggy game because they're not going to release the patch until the official launch date, which is bullshit. Then don't make people play it earlier then.
They're not making you. They're giving you the option.
They're taking your fucking money too.
They're giving you the option.
Yeah, but you paying the money thinking like, oh, I'm
you have the option to pay the money.
And you can kick somebody in the nuts. It's an option. I can punch you in the face and kick you in the nuts, you know? It's an option. What would you take? I'll take the punch in the face. Like,
nah, but on the real, like that early access for a week is nice. But if that just means that we're gonna give you the version without the day one patch, I could do without it. Like
exactly, but I don't think those people knew that when they
put out the day one version a week early. Don't give me an unfinished version.
Exactly. That these people playing the game and then they give them reviews based off of that or their perception. And the thing is like, oh well, it's gonna get fixed on day one. It's like I'm fucking paying a
Then you should have released it on day one.
Right? Even though I like doing reviews, but the way that reviews are provided nowadays are completely irrelevant because reviews don't update with games.
No, they don't.
So
they don't.
Just circle March 1st in your calendar, bro.
That Division 2, man.
He's at the Division 2.
That's the
Destructor gave it a 7. They say that BioWare will need to build quickly on top of its shimmering and there's a bit and I heard Giant Bomb. He went in on it. Jeff Gerstmann went in on it because of the supposedly that the game just stops single player and you got to do a whole bunch of like mundane tasks to kind of progress the game, like get a bunch of headshots with this gun or something like that. And it's like artificially extending the life the game, like adding content where
did I not tell you guys from the start that people are buying Anthem think they're getting a completely different BioWare game than they actually are?
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, it's not a BioWare game.
People are like, oh, this game's not like Destiny. Look, I've never seen too many people compare the gameplay between Destiny and Anthem, but they're both built on the same foundation. There's no denying that.
Yeah. They're just using the Mass Effect kind of fighting system and a loot shooter. Like, it's not a BioWare game. It's not like
the thing is
those games that they made.
What made me cancel my fucking pre-order with Anthem is that one, I thought the loading screens were fucking horrendous, and then the rubber banding was like it was like I couldn't enjoy flying because when I was playing with people, I had to get like pretty much teleported to parts of the game of where they were at. It was just messing up the experience, and I was like, you know what, the game looks good, but dude, this shit is not gonna be fun to play. So I jumped off that bandwagon quick.
You gonna put that money in your? You still in your Microsoft account?
Say that again.
That money still in your Microsoft account right now?
No, it was going to come directly out of my PayPal, but I canceled it, so it's not coming out. But I got I'm trying to get a review code for Division 2 though.
All right. Pre-orders are up for Division 2 are up 45% on PC from the first version from Division 1.
And is that only on the Epic Store? In the
Ubisoft?
It's
fun. It's on Uplay. Like most of the time, Ubisoft games people don't even buy them on Steam. They buy them directly on Uplay because that launcher has to launch to play those games.
That's you could usually get a key cheaper too for Uplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
CD keys or whatever else you want.
And can't you earn points to buy games like from other games?
Yeah, like by achievements. Like their achievements give you points to spend.
Yeah, because all the achievements I earned in Assassin's Creed, I got to see what I have on that shit. So
yeah.
Somebody says smooth leave her Verizon. I can't. I got the best internet so far when it comes to both uploading.
Fiber, man. You talking about that Files?
Yeah, dude,
I got that too. Fire,
dude. I'm average 800 up, 800 down. Average.
Yeah,
like
same here. I love it.
Yeah, man. I went fiber too in my area. It's
can we please end the
incredible.
podcast now?
Bro, let's end the podcast. Let's go play Apex Legends.
Apex Legends. I'm gonna go and lay in my bed and play some Crackdown and continue bringing the boom all over my Xbox. So yeah.
Oh shit.
Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great turnout. Make sure you hit that like button or that dislike button, depending on how you feel about today's episode. So once again, shout out to all the viewers that watched today. As we discussed, we'll see you guys next week. And look out, keep your eyes peeled for my Crackdown 3 review. Hopefully I have the game beat in the next 24 to 48 hours. But once again, thank you. As always, Xbox is the best box. I am the best spot. I'll let all these guys say the outros. But
I'll go first, I guess. Good night, everybody. Thanks for showing up. Leave Kids Move a like. And you know what? Go check out Gaming Addict's Crackdown 3 review. It was very well done. And I think he was very fair with the game.
Yes, I agree. I watched that review. And this is Grinds My Gears. What's up, everybody? Thank you again for coming out. And give a like, share the video, and catch me over on Jez7780 on the Twitter and on the YouTube. And also, I saw that thing with the Addict Trolls Kid Smooth. That is a video that is very hot right now. And that's pretty damn funny.
That was stupid ass shit.
Hey, Merc 305, good show. Thank you to everybody that came out. Make sure you hit the like button. And you can find me on Twitter at Merc 305 Gaming and Merc 305 on Xbox, man. Hit me up.
It's Gaming Addict here. Like Med said, definitely go check out my Crackdown review, or you can go check that video of me trolling Kid Smooth. Thanks for everyone coming through. Trash Town 3. It is what it is, but see you guys next week.
All right. Speaking of Trash Town, yeah, check out the freaking video Addict. He dropped 2 good videos over the last 48 hours. Also, speaking of Crackdown and videos, my Surviving Crackdown 3 Metascore video is approaching 800 dislikes. How the fuck does that
Wow.
happen? Like, I'm like, that video will break 1,000 dislikes. What's wrong with people? Like,
How do we only got 63 likes? That's what I want to understand. Hit the like button.
No shit. I gotta help it get to that 1,000. Let me go dislike it real quick.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It doesn't have 800 dislikes.
It almost has 800 dislikes.
It's 680.
When I looked at it, which was just recently. Hold on. I just looked at it.
I'm gonna look at it right now.
It'll be more up to date on Kid Smooth's part.
Ah.
Yeah. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly what it has right now, and then I'll end this damn.
Hey, man, I hit like because that shit was entertaining.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. I hit like.
That was free entertainment, baby.
Yeah. You know what? It rounded that shit up on the other screen, but yeah, it's at 689 dislikes for some, but it rounded it up when it
you got to respond to all the comments you got. You got 480 comments. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's
480 comments.
Yeah, yes. I started to zone them out because it's just too much.
Smooth, you might have a gambling problem. Praying for you.
We're gonna have a special Planet Xbox episode where it's just an intervention for Smooth, but that's coming soon.
We tried having that on Press Start, but it went sideways. It did not work.
Yeah, I apologize. I was late for that too. But you guys have a good night. Thanks for showing up.
Peace.
Yep.